1, 2. Whoa!
Hot in.
So hot in here.
Bow, bow. Bow, bow.
It's hot. It's hot. It's hot in the studio. It's hot. It's hot. It's hot in the studio. This is another episode of Weird Feelings.
Oh, you're feeling weird. It was weird.
Weird feelings.
Weird.
So how's it going, Tim? How are you?
Oh,
I'm going to vibe check you right now again.
I feel like I say this literally every week that I record, but I'm hot once again. I love the summer, but I literally cannot wait for the winter just for the sake of recording this podcast in like cool temperatures.
I know. I just want to wear a hoodie and just be chill. It's hot podcast. It's like hot yoga, but podcast.
Yeah. We're opening up. Our joints are loosening up. Yeah, stretch out. Stretch out.
Stretch out.
Oh, I've never done this. I've never stretched my legs out like this. Hey,
Star.
we're sea stars.
Sea stars. But yeah, hot. It is hot.
There's definitely way more airflow right now.
It is.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm in a good mood. That's it.
Wow, riveting podcast from Weird Feelings. As usual, we talk
I
about
don't know what else to
how
say.
hot it is and the weather.
If our vibe check is always that, then it's like, you know,
know.
my vibe is not.
No, same. That's the vibe that I
That's
gave.
the vibe I got. And that's what you got to edit out.
I did something interesting this weekend. I was not planning on talking about this, but now it's in my head and now I want to talk about it.
Oh, okay.
This weekend, I went to the Phi Center. Shout outs.
So cultured of you.
I'm so cultured. I love
called
art.
Fire Center.
It's the Fire Center.
Not.
It's so cool.
Yes, I saw that you went with my brother.
Shout outs to Willie.
Shout outs to Will. He is now 32 years old.
Woo woo.
Is he? Yeah, he is.
Yep.
Yep.
Anyway, went there for his birthday, and it was a lot of fun. It was a 3-part VR experience. First part is you put on like the like whatever Samsung or whatever
Binocle. Oh, no, not binocle. It's like
the
VR
the
headset.
VR
The
headset,
headset. Yeah.
and you watch like different little things. The first thing is you're in the International Space Station, which is super cool because you're like looking around and you're in this kind of actually at first I'm not gonna lie. Like you put it on and it's just like a movie and you're like, oh, this is fine. And then you're like, the light is coming on and you're like, oh, it feels like I'm in fucking space in this claustrophobic thing. And I start having like a minor panic attack. And I'm like holding the armchair. I'm like, I'm in space. I'm floating above the planet. I'm like, it's really claustrophobic in here. And then I'm like, calm the fuck down. You're in the Phi Center in a VR thing. You'll be all right.
Was it only you in the chair? Or was there like multiple chairs with headsets?
Okay, yeah. So it's like a room with multiple chairs. It actually reminded me of the Men in Black room. You know when Will Smith first goes in, he gets brought into like the headquarters.
Yes.
And he goes into that white room and he has those chairs that are like impossible to sit in.
Oh, like the round
ones. And
ones,
like and he's
That's
trying to
cool.
like right in there are parts when you're in the observatory of the ISS. And you're like looking down and you see planet Earth and you're like, wow, that's fucking what it looks like to look from space. And it looks really cool. And you're like, it's not flat. And I have proof. I've seen it with my own eyes.
Like I've tried headsets, like VR headsets, and it takes a moment for your eyes to kind of adjust. But one, it's like locks in and you're in the virtual environment. It's kind of terrifying because it feels so real. You're like, what am I? And then when you take off the headset, it's like you're kind of disoriented. Did you get that?
My headset, I didn't adjust it properly, and so it was way too tight. So I had a fucking incredible headache.
Okay.
And I didn't want to pause. Like there was no pausing, right? So I didn't want to miss something from the space thing. So I was just like, I'll adjust it after. And I don't know. That was the only bad part. But once you forget that you're watching, then you really feel like you're there,
Man,
Very cool.
Should have done it on drugs.
I definitely would have been extra trippy.
Oh my God.
Oh my
I'm
God.
in space.
I'm in space for real.
But that's cool. I need to go check it out. I think it's on for a while. So
The second part was
Jeez, are we sponsored by this event?
no, it was just really cool. Like I don't really have much experience with VR, and personally, I'm not super interested because I'm more interested in things that take place in the real world. Like
That's
I
not
don't
what
get
you said.
excited for VR.
You said you were excited for VR porn.
Did I?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm putting words in your mouth just for entertainment value.
You know, sometimes you got to put things in your mouth. But the other one was augmented reality, and that was really cool because it's still like a goggle, and we had like a pack on, but instead of being like a screen, you just see through. So I could see everything. I was with your brother Will. We're in like this little circular thing, and you start seeing
just see through Will.
Well, you know he has glasses, right? So you can't put glasses on, so he had to take them off, and he's like basically blind.
He's like,
I can't really see.
I can't see there, Tim.
Is that your impression of Will?
Tim, I can't see this.
Tim, I can't really see. I'm kind of blind without
it's
my
more like-
glasses.
Hey, Tim, do you like spicy food?
This is Will.
He's gonna hate us.
Hey, Will, we
he's gonna
love
give
you.
us a thumbs up, a thumbs down.
Thumbs up, Will. We need your support.
We're just. It's all comedy.
You're hey comedy. You're one of the few YouTube commenters, Will.
You're
so
like
we
our
really
number
need your
one
support.
Patreon fan.
Yeah.
Go on.
It was really cool, and so it was like you could see in front of you like these light particles that represented your breathing, because the pack was like tight to your body, and so every time you would breathe and expand, it would kind of like.
So did you get misophonia because of the breathing?
No, no, it was my own breathing.
Oh, it's your own breathing. It's true. It's all like.
But the coolest thing is that I could like put my hands out and like it would disrupt the pattern, or I could like put my hands in like a ball, and the little thing would start swirling into like a little energy ball in my hand. It felt like I was in fucking Dragon Ball, and obviously me and Will were like. We looked around. We're like, it was
that's
cool.
But that's the future. That's what.
Yeah.
Like we'll have glasses, and it'll just do that in everyday life. Going to like the store, they won't have ads, and you'll see things around you. Just an augmented reality experience.
I don't know how I
day.
feel about that.
That's what you say now, and then everybody's gonna adopt it, and people are gonna start throwing ads in your face all the time.
Yeah, I don't want that. I'm not down. I definitely, if I could choose AR and VR, I'll take AR because at least it's real life.
Yeah,
But I don't want to be inundated. I don't know.
never.
But it's very cool. It's still very cool. The third one is back to VR, but it was like the headset that's like plugged in, and it was like with this tube. It looks like it's the Matrix, and you like pull it down and then put it on your head.
Okay.
And this was like a movie that was interactive. So it was like an animated thing, but you also could you had the controllers and you could like pick things up and look at things. And it was about this Japanese guy whose parents immigrated to Canada, to BC, during the Second World War, or like right before the Second World War. And then, when Japan bombed the US, basically all the countries that were against, that side of things
The Germans.
the Germans, the Nazis, and Japan and some other countries. Like U.S. had internment camps, right, for Japanese people.
Yes.
None of my friends knew that we also had internment camps
In Canada.
in BC. Like they were gathering. They had incentive to get people from Japan to BC originally, because they needed people to work and all those things. And then right as the war, Japan bombed, and then they're like, oh, internment camps. They took all the land away. They took all their homes away. They sent them to camps and everything. It's fucked up.
That's
Super
fucked
fucked up.
Goddamn Canadians.
Canada's history, we always think it's a lot cleaner than it is, but it's very similar to the US.
Yes. It is kind of, yeah.
Not to bring it to like a dark, serious
Dark.
place, but that was a very like I learned a lot from that thing, and that was cool. It's cool when you can learn something from art. So
The museum has achieved their goals
yes,
of teaching.
KPI
Their
achieved.
KPIs is Tim has learned a lot.
White man learns
man
about
learns
terrible
about
things
terrible
of
things.
his country.
No, that's cool. Yeah, I need to go peep it out.
Yeah, highly recommend.
And next week,
Shout out. Here's what in this episode we're sponsoring the Phi Center.
Yes, if you hear this,
Phi Center, you're sponsored by us.
you're
We
sponsored
sponsor
by
you.
us. Yeah. Segue into the next dimension.
So Johnny, do you like plants?
Do I like plants? I do like plants, but I do find that sometimes I am a terrible plant owner until the pandemic. I got one plant, and I've been pretty good to it. Why? Why are you asking?
I'm just curious. You know, we have lots of plants around us.
I have one plant, and it's the money tree.
Oh, I used to have one of those.
And I've been taking good care of it, and that's the only plant I got. I had a cactus, and for some stupid reason, or it's just me, I'm just an idiot, I killed the cactus.
I've killed countless numbers of cacti and or succulents, you know.
Yeah. So
They're supposed to be the easiest kind because you're like not supposed to water them and you're just supposed to like leave them alone. But I think that makes it actually harder.
because that's the problem. It's like if you tell me like you don't need to do something, I just won't do it.
And then you never water it
And then
ever. And then, yeah.
And then when I try watering them, I'm like, oh, I need to give them a lot of water, and I probably drowned it.
Yeah.
So
That's what I do.
But no, I do have a. I'm not sure of the name, the money tree, but there has a scientific name.
Well, all plants have scientific names, but
Yes.
most of us don't know them. So that's fine. The money tree
But,
works.
yes, I do love plants.
Cool.
I wish I had more.
I'm always trying to get more. I feel like I don't have that much.
You just start a. Maybe we should start adding plants to the set.
We have plants in our...
Adding more. So it becomes,
every week we
so
add
it becomes
one
like
more.
a forest by episode 40.
Okay, so buy me a plant every week.
Are we gonna put that on the podcast
Put it in the
bill?
budget. Put it in the budget.
Okay.
Do you name your plants?
Do I name? No, I do not name my plants. I should though. I should call them like I don't know, Buddy or
Bob.
I don't know. I should. I know people that do name their plants. You name your plants? Does all these plants have names? Like, what's his name? That one that's above you.
No, actually, like I sometimes name my plants, but I haven't named any of these. We should name them.
We should name them. Yeah. I think it should be like European naming.
Okay, well, we already have someone in the room actually with us who doesn't have a name, but who's already kind of spoken on this podcast. Who we should probably
Talk to him.
Maybe we should just ask them their name.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, buddy. Hey.
Hey there.
Oui, salut. Comment ça va?
What's your name?
We never asked you.
Bof, bon, mon nom c'est Gaspard.
Oh, Gaspard.
Oh, Gaspard. You're French.
French.
Interesting.
You guys are very weird, but I guess ultimately I am happy to be here.
Wow. That's a cool name, Gaspard.
Gaspard.
Salut, mon nom c'est Gaspard.
Where are you from?
Tu viens d'où, Gaspard?
I am from the south of France. When I was a young little boy, my father left us for another woman, a whore.
Okay.
Do
thanks,
we,
thanks for sharing that with us.
Thank
Gaspard.
you. So we haven't spoken to the other plants.
Okay, well, so we got this little guy down here.
Hey.
I know, I don't want to assume your gender.
It's okay. You don't have to assume nothing about me, Don't worry about it.
What's your name?
What's up, buddy?
What's your name, little buddy? Oh,
Oh, my name? Oh, yes. My name is Emilio.
Emilio? Where are you from?
Oh, don't worry about it. I'm from everywhere, Don't worry about it.
so we have Emilio and we have Gaspard.
Gaspard and Emilio?
European and South American. Wow.
Interesting.
We're like the UN.
We're like
This is weird UN
multicultural.
feelings. Multicultural, diverse.
But then we got these big boys.
Damn.
They thick.
They thick.
I think he's calling us thick.
They got thick foliage.
I think they're American.
Triple C foliage.
Whoa, thick foliage. Brought to you by thicktrees.com.
Victories.com. That's
Make
gotta
sure-
be a site. That's something. Don't
It's
look
like
it up.
it's like marijuana. Thick trees.
Don't look it up.
So yeah, what's up, boys?
Yo, what it do?
I assume they're boys.
Well, don't assume.
I don't assume.
Well, isn't it nice to finally be introduced on the podcast? I do say.
Yes, very cool.
Oh, are they twins?
Whoa, they're brothers.
They're not
That's cool.
They're big bros.
I mean, they're obviously not twins because they don't look at
They
all.
don't look at all. But, not all twins look alike.
True. So there are twins.
I think they're American.
I don't know what you're talking about, this thickness, but I do admit we are quite rotund. Now, don't get your facts all mixed up. Not all twins do look alike, but yes, you are correct, Amundo.
Oh, you guys are from down south? Interesting.
What part?
We're from Texas. Mighty fine state, don't mind if I do say so myself.
Oh, Texas.
Whoa.
Whoa, did you, while all those comedians, are moving down and those big podcasters like J.R. Experience, I don't know why I said that all cryptically, Joe Rogan,
Okay.
while they're moving down to Texas, you're moving out.
You're
Why'd you
coming
guys
up
come up
north.
north?
Why are you guys here? It's cold.
Well, sometimes you just get a little bit tired of the rigmarole of life. Pause for a minute and think about where you're going. That's why my brother and I just saddled up and started to get right out of Texas. Also, we heard y'all had pretty good poutine.
Oh, okay. That
Good
makes
reason.
sense.
Poutine.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah, very fair.
All right, that's good to know. So
See, isn't
wait, what's your name?
Oh, I appreciate you asking, son.
They're being really polite. They have that like Southern comfort and that hospitality that we kind of don't have. So we've been rude. We didn't ask them. What are your names?
My name is Bill. That was the name my father had before me and his father had before him.
Billy.
Billy.
And
My name is Ishmael.
okay.
Ishmael.
Ishmael.
That's interesting.
All right, so we got Billy and Ishmael.
Billy,
and we got
Ishmael. We got
Emilio.
Emilio.
And we have Gaspar.
Gaspar.
Gaspar is already the celebrity.
I know, like he's.
He's been around.
I feel like he kind of is almost embarrassed by us a little bit. I feel like he kind of tries to explain things sometimes.
He probably rolls his eyes or his leaves all the time.
You guys are often very offensive, and honestly, I think you sometimes don't really know what you're talking about. But hey, I'm just happy to be here and to help.
You know what I noticed? That every time I have the podcast, I'm wearing a cap.
Yep.
It goes side to side, and at the end, I'm like, yo, what up, dog? I'm John Cena. You can't see me. Yeah, I'm a comedian. I make jokes.
Hey, yeah, buddy. So where was your hat just now?
It was like on the side.
It was starting
But
to
if you look
move.
at some of the older episodes, you notice and you're like, what the fuck? Then I'm like, this is so stupid.
I thought that was just like, you're a fun, cool, hip, young guy.
No, it's just because I'm moving and I have no neck, so I have to like neck myself. So guys, I have the neck.
It's true. Okay, at PSA, Johnny has a neck. Now, Johnny a little thick, just like just like Billy and Ishmael. He's a little thick.
Well, nothing wrong with a little junk in the trunk. That's what I always say.
I'm a thick boy.
In like a good way.
it's all the gym shrugs. I'm just shrugging.
And his shirt also rides up really high, so it looks like he has no neck. But believe me, I've seen it. Johnny has a full
neck.
All right, good. We've cleared that
So
up.
we've presented you all with the plants: Billy, Ishmael, Emilio, and Gaspar. Welcome to the family.
I don't understand, but okay.
Hey, okay, we all got feelings.
Hey, okay, we all got feelings. Hey, okay, we all got feelings. Woo, hey, okay, we all got feelings. Go team! Have you seen those videos of like all the girls in the States who are like heading to university and they're like saying their name and then they're like, hi, my name is Emiliana and I'm going to Western State University. Hey!
That's what we're doing. We're cheerleaders now.
Yeah.
It's not a Weird Feelings podcast. It's a cheerleading team.
This is a cheer pod.
We do triangles, like stands with two people.
Johnny's on the bottom. I'm generally on the top.
Yep. All right. So, do you like spicy foods?
Eventually, if we keep saying that, it will become a thing.
That's the thing. Something I wanted to talk to you about is astrology.
Ooh.
Are you like into astrology? Because I've been using some apps for a bit and I kind of dig it.
Well, as a true Libra, I would say I'm down the middle. I'm a pretty balanced believer and disbeliever.
You're a Libra.
I'm a Libra.
I'm a Gemini.
Yeah, I guess I'm like medium into it.
Yeah, I've never really been into it, but I think during the pandemic, I kind of like, I feel like astrology, to me, this is to me, it's my opinion. I find like sometimes like you just need like, it's almost like a therapy where it's like you read it and it's like, oh, okay, this makes sense.
Right.
Like you take a little bit of it and, you know, I don't know, it's like whatever it says, not everything is true, but some of it is true. Or sometimes you read it, you're like, oh, God damn it, this is me.
Yeah, I like it from the perspective of it's like, oh, these are characteristics that are particular to that sign, and that, oh, I relate to those characteristics.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't really buy into like, all right, so your horoscope for this month or this day, or like, all right, next week you're gonna meet the love of your life, or next, you know, like predicting things, that not as much, but as whenever I read, like, at least, you know, okay, I'm a Libra, and so I know the characteristics of a Libra, and whenever I read them or whatever, I'm like, well, that's 1,000% me. Like, always trying to find balance, always like playing, you know, both sides, always, you know.
Yes, you are a Libra.
But
I don't, sometimes I just don't, I'm not an expert and I'm still trying to understand it. And
yeah,
I just read whatever shows up on, like I use, what's it called? CoStar.
Oh yeah, I've used
I
that.
think that's, and then there's another one that I use, but I like CoStar because the branding is nice. And I don't know, I'm a sucker for branding.
Oh yeah.
And the thing that I don't understand about is like, who writes these and what are the predictions or this astrology comes from? Like, what's the background, or
Yeah, I
like
don't
who
know.
does that? Like who goes like, you know, like it could just be anybody, just be a copywriter writing them. Like,
Oh
you know,
well, it's obviously someone. You
Yeah.
know, it's not the stars.
no, but it's an ancient thing too, right? Like I think that's like, it has to be like, you know, people read cards or.
You know, this is a topic that I actually know almost nothing about, but I
Yeah.
find it super interesting because, like I said, the few things that I do know, it's always been like, oh yeah, that's me. I can see it. And so, or like when I've seen the definition of someone else of like, oh, this is what a Gemini is because you're a Gemini.
I'm a shapeshifter.
I think it's interesting. I think it's kind of cool.
That's why I brought up like, you know, I don't know if you've done therapy, but it's like, you know, when you go to therapy, sometimes you talk to someone and they try to tell you like, you know, just to balance your life or tell you like you should do the opposite. And I find like when I read astrology, it kind of gives me that more like reassurance, but like, oh yeah, things could be that bad, but it's kind of going this way and I should just stick to that. It's like a little quick, like it's like it's like a quick like reassurance type of thing. That's why I follow it.
Right, so you find it like comforting.
And then it's like, you know, just like somebody to like, well, not somebody, like something to kind
Something that grounds you a little
yeah,
bit.
exactly. And it just tells me like, oh, this is you. And like, oh yes, that is me. But I don't go too deep. I know some people go deep. I've spoken to people and they're like, oh, what's your astrology? Like that's the first thing I'm like, what, how's that?
Well, and then it goes like, you know, okay, so what's your rising,
Ascending, descending.
descending, moon, sun, you know.
Because you know, like how in CoStar it kind of categorizes the things. So like relationships, career, or so everything has like a thing. And then a lot of times I read it and I'm like, wow, how do they know that I'm that or that I'm heading that way? That's the only thing that I'm not sure about and that I got weird feelings about. I don't know.
We got weird. We definitely get weird feelings from astrology. I was talking about astrology with a friend this past weekend, and he was like, "No, I don't believe in this. This is ridiculous. This is like, you could take anything, and anyone could read it, and you're just reading into it, and you're applying it to yourself, right? It's like when a psychic is kind of like, and I guess this is me playing devil's advocate again, or this is his perspective. It's like a psychic, right? Where they're like, so tell me, what are you into? And they're like getting information.
Like digging a bit.
They're
like
digging
just trying to
and then getting it, and then they're saying it, and you're like, yes, that is me. Do you know what I mean? So like astrology is giving you things that are relatively easy for you to kind of like grab onto. But I don't know. I was talking with my family.
Okay.
So I guess I've been talking about astrology a bit more recently. I don't know why. But I was talking then with my dad and my sister. And they're both kind of like, I don't know about it. And I'm like, look, let's go on CoStar and let's read like our different signs. And we'll see if it like matches who we are.
Yeah.
Right? And we read Libra and it was like, that's exactly me. And then we read my sister's. She's also Gemini.
Nice.
And we were like, that sounds like her. There's like one or two things that were like, maybe not. Then we read my dad, Aquarius. And actually, interesting enough, and I don't know how good CoStar is, if this is what they use, but like one of the defining characteristics was easily believes in conspiracy theories.
Okay. Is your dad a conspiracy
No, he's like
theorist?
the complete opposite. He's like, no, if it's not factual, then no, I don't like he's a former doctor. He's like, no. But some of the things did fit him. So
yeah, there's some stuff that does and some that doesn't. I feel like they write it to be like it's not vague, but just more like
it's general, but very
general enough.
But it's still specific. Like if you were to read the Gemini character,
we read?
Oh, we should.
We should. Should we do that now?
Yeah, pull it up.
Okay, let me pull up my phone.
Because if you read Gemini, I'll be like, that's not me.
Okay.
And if you read Libra, we'll be like, well, that's not Johnny.
Okay, so I'm activating my CoStar.
Okay, I don't have the app, so we'll rely on
Okay.
you.
Practice holding two opposing ideas in your brain today. Okay.
What the fuck?
I don't know. So what should I click? So they have like,
Okay, I want you to get the defining characteristics of a Gemini.
I don't know.
Google Gemini CoStar.
All I got to say, Kanye West is a Gemini, Angelina Jolie,
All I'll say
Marilyn
is
Monroe, Johnny Depp.
that Geminis and Libras apparently get along very well. And
Wow.
hey, wow.
That's why Weird Feelings was born.
Hey.
Bumping mics.
Bumping mics.
Okay, wait. Gemini.
Also, my sister's a Gemini. My brother-in-law's a Gemini. My nephews are Gemini.
There's a CoStar. Oh my God. Gemini traits. Okay, there you go.
I'll read Gemini to you, and then you'll read
Okay.
Libra to me.
Go.
Here we go. Gemini traits. So Gemini is from May 20th to June 21st.
Yes.
Charismatic. Uses humor as a crutch.
Oh, that's kind of true.
Could talk to a brick wall.
That is kind of true.
Do you know what that means?
I could just talk by myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do that.
Arguments as flirting. Interesting.
That is kind of true.
Okay. Knows a little about everything.
Goddamn right. I'm fucking smart.
Okay.
That's pretty straight. That is me.
All right. Now I'll read. Okay. So about Gemini. What kind of person is a Gemini? Geminis are very intelligent and pick up knowledge quickly. Okay. That's definitely not Johnny. They are perceptive, analytical, and often very funny. They have an unreserved and childlike curiosity, always asking new questions.
That's right.
Geminis have an uncanny ability to size up a person's character in a matter of seconds, even if they only just met them.
Dude, that is me. I'm really good at that.
If someone's bluffing, they'll be the first to notice.
Good
They're
at that
great
too.
communicators, very responsive, and sensitive listeners.
Yeah, I'm that.
Geminis are versatile, comfortable being both introverts and extroverts. Interesting. They are quick to adapt to the energy of a room. They can be the life of the party or a complete wallflower. They know how to bring dissimilar people together and make them get along.
Dude, I do that. In
Yeah, you
meetings.
do that a lot.
do
You
that a lot.
absolutely do that. You're really good at that. What are Geminis afraid of? Let's find out what you're afraid of.
J-Par.
Geminis are afraid of being alone. This is why they tend to have large social circles and always have a companion.
I don't have a companion.
Interesting, yeah, because you're lonely.
Hey, my companion.
I'm your buddy. They're afraid of being trapped in their own minds.
It's true. I hate my mind.
It's not that Gemini aren't creative or intelligent. It's that they're afraid of the power of their own imagination. Wow, this is fucking
I'm
masturbatory.
I'm like a genius.
They're afraid of what they'll find once they finally find themselves. All right. How dangerous is a Gemini?
Oh, shit.
Geminis are dangerous because they seem to exist in a perpetual state of internal conflict.
Okay.
They're like a pool of water, still on the surface, but below, the water is roiling and churning with turbulent waves. Geminis will always be fighting a battle between the rational and irrational sides. One moment, they're speaking like a sober doctor. The next, they're like a street corner preacher with all the zeal and passion of a revivalist.
So basically, I'm a Jedi.
You're a Sith Lord.
I'm fighting the Force. Oh, that's cool.
That's interesting.
All right, let's do yours.
All right, find Libra.
Libra.
Libra is
Wait, how do I search this guy?
the king of ballads.
This website is terrible. Hold on. So yeah, what do you think? Those are pretty true though.
Yep, a lot of that stuff really fits you. And I mean, I read that. Some things I'm like, oh, that's kind of me too. But for the most part, it's like, no, that's not really me.
Yo, my hat again. Look,
Is it getting exciting?
I'm Eminem. There they go. Macadamians up in there.
Orange porridge.
Wars porridge. Okay, Libra. So what I start with what? Your element is air. So our element is flatulence. Okay, Libra traits. Hates being alone.
Oh.
Really good aesthetic.
Oh, yeah.
Conflict avoidant.
What? It might be true.
Not after the last podcast, so that was straight up conflict.
No, but that was a conflict that was like I was thrown into.
It's true.
I
it's true.
avoid a lot of things that I should be dealing
Let me
with.
continue.
Okay.
Sees every side. Wow, that is so true.
I mean, that's literally me. Yeah.
Prone to fantasy. You're a pervert.
I think it means like thinks about things like, oh, wouldn't this be nice if something.
I know. Oh, yeah. Can't make decisions. Wow.
Whoa, that's not me.
That's not, okay.
I'm really decisive.
All right. So what else about a Libra? Is Libra a good sign? If you are a Libra asking this question, obsessed with embodying the idea of goodness with the entirety of your being,
Oh my God.
you should know that it is perfectly acceptable to be a Libra.
Okay.
What personality is Libra? Libras are difficult to really understand because they seem so contradictory to the surface.
So complicated.
Okay, they're simultaneously extroverted and introverted,
Ambivert.
strategic and spontaneous.
I'm that's the one thing I'm definitely not spontaneous.
I know you're strategic though.
but I'm hella strategic.
Focus and intuitive. Okay, this variability makes it difficult to pin down their true character. Can't read you.
I mean, that's true. Like with certain people, I'm like really this way, and then with like close friends, I'm
But wait.
this way.
They are an entire constellation of personalities. Libras are
Multiple
different.
personality disorder.
Yeah, you're like a serial killer. Libras are different depending on who they're around. You just said that. Oh my God.
Whoa,
it's so true. Oh my God.
I'm predicting, the future.
See, that's how things work. We could go on. There's a lot. Okay, what are Libra's weaknesses? Libras are compassionate and empathetic people.
I'm extremely empathetic.
They are willing to go out of their way to help others.
Well, sometimes.
Yeah.
Eh,
They dislike conflict and avoid confrontations.
I generally try to.
And these traits lead them to be manipulated by others.
Aw.
Tim, you should
Tim.
should work on that. Libras also have a tendency to be indecisive. Okay, I think we went through all that.
Yeah, go to what are my fears or what am I?
what are
am I
Libras-
dangerous?
Afraid of. Libras are afraid of being alone. I can see that.
Go down to are Libras dangerous?
Why are Libras so angry? The source of Libra's anger is the tension between what they think life should be like and what actually is like. They fantasize about success, influence, and power, but feel as though they have to work harder than other people to achieve it. Okay.
I just have full of self doubt, so I don't know if that. Fits.
Wait, where's the fear one? Friendship? I don't see that.
No, it was like is Libra dangerous?
Is Libra dangerous?
Is the last one? I don't know.
I don't see that. Is that-
Maybe it's not a thing. Maybe it's a Gemini.
maybe you're not a dangerous person. Yeah.
Well,
What is Libra like a friend? Libra is one of the signs of the zodiac that have a reputation of being flighty. What's that word? I've never heard of that word.
What word?
Flighty.
Flighty, as in, so that's like you're like you're not literally flying and not actually running. You're like running away. So like you're like
You're just a running away dude.
that's like not reliable.
Wait. This is an interesting one. What sign does Libra hate? Libras don't hate anyone to their face. Okay, who is Libra's soul? Oh, your soulmate. Oh, Libra is a sign that is most easily identified by the contrast between their exteriors and interiors. Their exteriors are sophisticated, composed, and generally pleasant, but the interiors are often murky, insecure, and in constant state of flux.
I'm super insecure.
Their soulmate is someone who is capable of bridging this. I can't read this word. Dichotomy. Johnny learns new words.
Johnny learned new words.
I'm going to say dichotomy.
Dichotomy.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's
Does it say who I pair up with? Well,
this is how I seduce you. Whenever they say something in conversation, say, "Oh my God, me too."
so if I say something,
oh my God, me too.
And I'm going to be like, oh yeah.
That's how I seduce you.
Oh yeah.
So girls, if he says something, say, "Oh my God, me too."
Oh, that's hilarious.
Then spend 3 days together without any alone time. Okay, so it takes 3 days. And ask them to be your muse. That's how I seduced him.
What the fuck?
Oh my God, me too.
And you have to spend 3 days alone with me?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm such a demanding
that's
person.
who you are, Libra.
Oh God, I mean, maybe that's true.
Why are Libras so angry?
I'm very picky. I don't know.
There's so much. There's, best careers, hive mind, socialite, Instagram model. That's what you're doing.
I guess that's a real career.
News and media.
It's true. This entire podcast is leading towards my future as an Instagram model.
Interesting, famous Libras. Kim Kardashian.
Okay.
And, Kanye West is a Gemini. So you're Kim Kardashian and I'm Kanye West.
Oh, I'm the Kim to your Con.
Yeah. Neil deGrasse Tyson.
He's cool.
Donald Glover.
Sure, he's great.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
I mean, one of the greatest actresses of all time.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Okay, so this is
who
Libra.
are there are a million famous Geminis. Like everyone's a fucking Gemini.
Like Einstein. All the geniuses are Geminis.
Yeah.
John F. Kennedy, Johnny Farovich Kim.
Hey, JFK was a Gemini too.
Yeah. And but he got shot.
And now it's shot by JFK.
That's right. Nice play on words there. So smart. I'm skillful, smart, intelligent,
beautiful.
Beautiful.
Oh my God, me too.
Oh my God, me too. All right, so that's our astrology. Kind of cool.
So, I mean, I think clearly
we need more
information. We don't
Listeners, friends, let us know. Maybe we'll have a guest that knows a lot about astrology.
I mean, I think I have someone in mind. I won't
think
say
so too.
who,
Won't say who, but
soon we're going to start having guests. Stay tuned. Well, we just spoke over each other.
Let's take a break. The movie, the selection from Festival of Weird Feelings.
Festival of Weird Feelings.
The films of this week is Le Samouraï.
Well, let's toss it up to Dennis. Dennis, catch. What movie are we watching this week?
All right, guys. Le Samouraï.
Hey, guys.
This week's movie?
The Samurai.
Enjoy. All right. So does Gaspar want to present the synopsis?
Why don't we have Gaspar present? Let's have him read the synopsis of the film.
The movie.
So it's a very clear, clean.
Gaspar, are you ready?
Take it away. Thanks, Johnny and Tim. Here we are watching another movie. Sunday night, movie night.
Damn, I gotta shave my beard. We're about to watch Le Samouraï from the cover. I think it's French. Detective.
All I see is a guy with a trench coat. Maybe it's like film noir.
And crime. That's my thought before watching it.
En tout cas, let's see what I think of the film after this.
Le Samouraï. Jean-Pierre, Melville, In a career-defining performance, Alain Delon plays Jeff Costello, a contract killer with samurai instincts. After carrying out a flawlessly planned hit, Jeff finds himself caught between a persistent police investigator and a ruthless employer, and not even his armor of fedora and trench coat can protect him. An elegantly stylized masterpiece of cool by maverick director Jean-Pierre Melville, Le Samourai is a razor-sharp cocktail of 1940s American gangster cinema and 1960s French pop culture with a liberal dose of Japanese lone warrior mythology. Tu veux quoi de plus, mon gars? J'ai tout expliqué, hein?
Kind of my reaction.
All I have to say is think about the movie Drive. We'll talk about it in the podcast.
The shift from me being like, all right, hey, tonight's movie, and then like my post reaction is like, I did not enjoy this movie.
You did not like it at all?
I just found it really
Slow?
But
Yes, I give you that. I did find it slow too.
I legit, and there's nothing wrong with a slow movie. It's just that I felt like this was a try-hard movie. I felt like it was, if it's slow, but like it's building towards something, then that's cool. But like, it was just this assassin who's terrible at his job because he's like walking around getting like people watching him, seeing him in like a really identifiable outfit, killing people, and then like not hiding it at all, and just going from like, all right, the rest of this part is just on audio.
This is just audio.
If we can just do that. So he's just walking around from like his house to the bar, to the girlfriend's place, to the like, I don't know. I just felt like he was the worst assassin of all time. We went from this shogun assassin who's incredible at what he's doing to like this fucking, I don't know.
Terrible assassin. Yeah, I guess it's pretty I don't know. I like the slope. I think I've been enjoying the movies because they were a lot slower, and I'm used to like watching fast-paced Hollywood movies, and I think I enjoyed that. But the thing that stuck out to me the most is that movie is used as reference for a lot of movies that I really love, like Taxi Driver or Drive. You know, like, and I think there's another movie. It's like also the same, like almost as Drive, but that's way before. But it's always like an anti-hero. You know, he's driving the car. Like the intro scene of that movie, like where he goes into the garage and then changes his plates. In Drive, he does that.
That's
right?
true.
So,
okay, I enjoyed the entire intro thing, and he's like not talking, and I was like intrigued. I'm like, okay, where's he going? What is he doing? He's driving. He's changing his plates. What is he doing? And like he was just going places for no purpose. He changed his plates for no reason. He stole a car to then change the plates, to then drive to a club for no reason, to then drive to like this girl's house to be like, later tonight, you're going to tell someone that I was at your place. And it's like,
his alibi. He needs to
I
check
know,
his
but
alibi.
the timing worked out where he could have just actually stayed with, I don't know. Then he drives to the club and just like parks, like the car, no one ever saw the car. So the changing of the plates made no sense. And he didn't actually need to go to her before. He could have like gone after her. And he didn't sneak in at all. He was wearing gloves so that I guess his fingerprints wouldn't get caught. But like he has like he's like looking everyone dead in the face. Every time he passes someone, he's like,
It's the cinema. It's the stare. It's like that era of movie.
but the whole point is to not get caught. And
I know.
He sets it up as though he knows he's going to get caught by the police. I thought that's what he was doing. He's like, I thought he was trying to get caught by the police.
No, I don't think he was. But I think like the job that he had to do was some weird job that involved the police, right? Because they were all in on it. If you see, like, there's that one. Oh,
That's true.
did you fall asleep?
I did fall asleep momentarily. I was very tired.
Because there's a scene that you see that the cop is in on it, and they know who did it, and they're just trying to kill him off to like, you know, have zero trace of anybody killing that person.
Wait, hold on. Which cop is in on it?
The cop that's been interrogating him the whole time.
The main guy?
Yeah, the main cop. He's in on with this other
I definitely thought
secret society, whatever.
Okay, I knew that there was a secret society. I knew. Oh wow, I totally missed that part.
But
I'm
see
a loser.
that part of the movie, I really like the interrogation where it goes from like he's interrogating him, and then it goes to the other side where there's all different people.
Yeah, the walking
put on
from
this
room
jacket.
to room.
It felt to me like a fashion show because it just I don't know like the way it was acted and the way people were placed just to try to figure out has this person been in proximity of you and did you see him at the club? That part was kind of cool. But yes, like the kind of the build up. I thought it was like that night I was watching. I was like, oh, this feels like it's long, and I think it's like 2-hour movie. And the pace is so slow. He doesn't talk. The dialogue is very like minimal, either from him being interrogated. And I just like I looked at it more as like a visual aesthetic, and the look that Drive has does take a lot of influence from that movie.
Yeah, I didn't know that it influenced any of those, so I can see why it would be like a classic.
Because he's like
if it did.
Like at the end of the day, he's a hitman. He's not really like a good guy.
Right.
He's
So
killing
that
people.
is I guess that's an anti-hero.
Anti-hero. Like also
But is
like,
that are they saying that that's like the first case of an anti-hero?
maybe I think, but like
find that hard to believe.
I've read up a bit on stuff that about the movie and look about like, you know, a few reviews. They do bring that up a lot. Like, you know, he's like that movie kind of like is a heavy influence for who directed Drive? Refn? What's his name?
I forget his name.
But that guy, and then also like maybe like Taxi Drivers, same idea, just driving around and then, you know, trying to be like a good person and goes and kills pimps. But this one, he's not killing anybody. He's just trying to evade. So he doesn't kill the girl that couldn't, you know, that knows who it is, right? Like technically, if he knew that somebody knew about his killings, he would technically have killed her, but he doesn't. She does. Oh no, she doesn't rat on him at the post office. No,
Well, he likes
not the post office. The
Jeez.
the police station.
We're losing it.
We're losing it.
We lost video.
We lost video, and then we're losing it. It was not the usual movie that I would watch,
Yeah, me either.
and there is some stuff like he could have just like finished the job and just be a bit more careful, which he wasn't at all. And
Yeah, I guess I just felt like it was very unnecessary. Like I felt like it was lazy writing where it's like you're writing this character and all you're having him do is run around the city to all the obvious places and they're like always finding him. Like the whole run and like the whole like running away in the subway.
yes,
It's like if he was good, he would like escape. Like, why are you running on the subway then? Like go in a different way where they can't find you. I don't know.
it's true. He was running away a lot,
And he kept going back to his home, even though they're like bugging it and finding him and tracing him there. It's like, dude, maybe don't go home.
just
go
leave the country.
Yeah, don't you have another thing? Like, there's nothing there apart from your bird that you like don't really necessarily care about anyway.
He's a loser.
He's a loser.
But it's kind of sad because he doesn't really do anything.
He kind of reminds me of the boyfriend in Valley of the Dolls, Beyond the Valley of the Dolls. The cripple.
Oh yeah,
the
that
paraplegic.
he's just looking and staring and then trying to
just
figure it
longing and like
out. Like he's just a body.
yeah. I don't know.
He had a weird, interesting face though, the main character,
Oh yeah, he had like the aesthetic
like
was good.
Bowie-esque type of face. You know what I mean? Or
Just
like
the stare,
a
like,
stare, or just like it's like his face was like sharp,
and it was very good for like the film noir kind of vibe, and
but also like pretty boy sharp, like preppy. All right, so you did not like it. I thought it was decent
just a meh.
because of the heavy influences from the main.
okay. But hold on, let me say, if you didn't realize, if you had no idea that it influenced these movies that are really cool, you're saying that you like it because it influenced those movies.
Because I thought right away, I was like, oh, this is a movie that Drive took as inspiration.
Did you know that, or you made?
I didn't know that. I just realized it while watching. I'm like, this is very familiar.
Okay.
And then after that, after watching, I was like, okay, let me dig a bit deeper. And like, oh, okay, now it makes sense.
Okay, so you felt it even though you didn't know
Yeah,
it. So
yeah.
that's good.
Because I'm like a cinema connoisseur.
Connaisseur.
Je suis un connaisseur de cinéma.
De cinéma.
But no, I think that's why it's kind of like, that's why I like it.
Okay.
But if you would ask me if I would watch it again, or even suggested, to be honest, I probably won't.
I would not subject anyone to that.
On a scale of
This
one,
is maybe our worst
one to
review
10.
of all time.
I think the heat got to us.
I think we're falling apart like episode 7.
No, there's maybe. I think the problem with weird feelings is if there's heat,
Oh yeah, we fall apart.
we fall apart.
We can't take
I'm
the
sorry.
heat.
I'm sorry, but I think we might be thinking of changing the formula a bit and go beyond criterion and maybe go at free for all in any movie that both of us haven't seen. I feel like sometimes maybe listeners or our viewers don't have a criterion and it's really specific. So maybe we're looking to expanding the Weird Feelings movie universe.
Yeah, we realize that maybe they're a little, niche and they're not accessible per se, even though you can definitely find them at
Should we
Lopez.
Yes, they are sold at Lopez, but should we ask our audience to suggest us?
I would love to do that. I think we should maybe do like a poll or like a question thing on Instagram and get some like weird movies from people.
Nice.
And that way we can at least, they have a better chance of watching them. That would be cool.
Yeah, let us know. What should we watch? What movies you think we should review? Or also subjects that you guys want us to talk about that you think would be interesting for two dudes that are not that smart and talk about it.
Hey, we're smart sometimes.
Yeah, we're smart. I'm a Gemini, so I'm super smart.
And I'm a Libra, so I'm equally as dumb as I am equally
Well
smart.
balanced.
Well-balanced idiot. Thanks for listening.
And watching and DMing us and telling us how much you love it. We appreciate it.
Yeah, please like the video.
Share
if
it
you're
with your
watching.
friends. That's how we're gonna grow our channel, our listeners. Share it with the world.
Subscribe on YouTube. We have literally 23 subscribers, but we got 69 followers on IG. We need 69 subs.
Yes.
Let's get to 100.
Should we finish with a song?
And I also want to just give people
one
a
more
little
thing.
idea.
Inchos.
I think in maybe 1 or 2 episodes, we might start having our first guests.
Ooh, stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
To Weird Feelings in the
Guests.
fall with some guests. Weird feelings.
Oh, we've never gone back to back.
Whoa! You ready?
Back to back.
Back to back.
Back to
reality. This is so dumb. What are we doing? The heat.
We've lost our mind.
The heat. Okay, that's it. We're wrapping this up. Let me.
Oh, I need to fart. Oh, I'm gonna fart in the mic. What am I, a child? I just got excited about farting into the mic. Oh, I lost my fart. Oh my god.
Laughing cures everything.
Yep.
Make sure to laugh. I'm crying. And then Tim was excited to fart at the mic, but he's like, I lost my fart. That was good.